Hello, today is Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. My name is Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera is Caitlin Yates. And we are here today to film a fully remanufactured semi-tool 880S spin wrench dryer that's been upgraded with our proprietary Sitek touchscreen SlickDevice controllers. Our customer is located overseas, and their PO number is 2520. So before I begin our video inspection today, I would like to let you know that in addition to providing refurbished spin wrench dryers, Sitek also provides a variety of other equipment such as spray solvent tools, mask cleaners, box washers, barrel ash and etch tools, vapor prime ovens, photoresist pumps, and a whole variety of others. If you're interested in learning about our other equipment, please visit our website at www.sitekprocess.com. Okay, so now we have our remanufactured system right here. This system is configured for 8-inch on both the top and the bottom chamber. This runs using a standard Integris low-profile 8-inch cassette. But this customer also runs 6-inch. So what we have is an adapter, which we call our insert, that allows you to change from 8-inch down to 6-inch without having to do any hardware change on the system. This customer actually has an adapter for both the top and the bottom chamber. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and slide this adapter back in down here. And then just demonstrate, so it's as simple as that. You can take out the cassette and substrates and then get ready to wash them in here. So pretty straightforward procedure there. And then we have our standard 8-inch up top, which could run in both chambers as well. Okay. Now, we'll go ahead and start. Okay, so now we're going through our standard wrench cycle here. 30 seconds at a low 500 RPM. Coming into the back. Everything looks normal and good here. No leaks or anything like that. And I can see water flowing out of the drain appropriately. The system serial number that we have assigned to this tool is SRD-01411. Okay, now on the top chamber we are ramping up to 1800 RPM. That was a really clean, smooth ramp, same as the bottom chamber. These rotors and inserts are balanced extremely well, and this tool is running very smooth. This is a really well done rotor and insert combination for this tool. Okay, so now we're going into dry 1. So the first step that we had was our rinse step, where we're going to run, as I mentioned, low RPM for about 30 seconds. That really varies customer by customer. Some people use no rinse, some have a short rinse, some have a longer rinse, maybe 3 minutes, or we've even seen up to 10 minutes. It really kind of depends on what you're trying to achieve with the SRD and the results that you're getting out of it based on your rinse process. After you rinse, though, you're going to go into a purge step. During purge, you want to ramp up to your high RPM set point, and you're going to blow nitrogen through that DI water manifold. The objective here is to ensure that you don't have any residual DI water sitting in the manifold that would potentially drip or leak out during the dry cycles. So essentially, you blast all that water out for about 10 seconds. Now we're moving into dry 1. Dry 1 is going to be a higher RPM, in this case 1800, and a lower time, in this case 90 seconds. So for a minute and a half, we're going to spin at 1800 RPM here. And our objective is to sling the majority of the water off the substrates. Basically, the heaters are turning on right now, but they're not really doing the main drying effect. The main drying effect is the system slinging water off. We want to get all the big droplets of water whipped off, so that way we can go into dry 2. So we've just now entered dry 2. This is a lower RPM dry step, 500 RPM, and we're going to stay here though for a much longer time. We're at 90 seconds with the first dry. Now we're looking at 300 seconds. So for 5 minutes, we're now going to sit at this lower set point, and we're going to let the heating elements do the majority of the drying. So we have a nitrogen heater that's blowing hot nitrogen across the rotor and the cassette and substrates, and then we have a heater blanket that is on the outside of the bowl that's heating the bowl surface. So between the two, we are warming up the environment and we're blowing hot nitrogen across the cassette and substrates while still spinning at a modest 500 RPM. The combination of those two gives the best drying results for the spin rinse dryer and leaves you with a nice uniform dry with minimal particles added from this process step. Okay, so taking a look at both controllers right now, and everything is operating correctly. We have our dry and our low pressure purge valves open. We have our N2 heaters consuming 2.8 amps each, so just under 3, which is correct. We have our bowl heaters both on, but currently in idle because the heaters are at set point. So right now their amp consumption is 0 because the blankets are already at their set point. And as soon as they drop temperature a little bit, the blanket will turn back on and will be consuming a couple amps as well. It's showing that the nitrogen pressure is met and that we have our static eliminator on. So we're currently giving an oscillating pulse to the chamber of electricity to ensure that any static charge that builds up in the cassette is dissipated before you remove it. If you don't do that, then when you remove the cassette from the chamber, particles in the air are going to be attracted to that charged cassette and will litter across the substrate surfaces. So, yeah, everything's looking great on this run, and we've got about 2.5 minutes before the end of our process run where we can inspect our cassette and substrates. So in addition to providing equipment from our inventory for our customers, Sitek also provides all of the spare parts and services that you need to keep your SRDs up and running. Whether you need services such as a rotor rebalance, a controller repair, a motor repair, or a motor controller repair, we can provide all of those for you. And we can also provide the spare parts you need. So that would be windows, seals, replacement tubing, valves, upright positioner, the motor, the controller itself. All of that can be provided from us as a spare part as well. So when it comes down to it, Sitek is your expert with spin rinse dryers, and any kind of situation that you have, we can help you resolve using our parts and services. Okay, we've got about 90 seconds left here, so that's looking good. Another aspect about the spin rinse dryers that I like to share that we've achieved here at Sitek is we have reverse engineered the Foxborough probe, the resistivity probe that these systems use to monitor the resistivity of wastewater. That probe has been discontinued by Foxborough. So Sitek has invested in reverse engineering that probe. We spent the last 6 months working on design after design, refining it, and we've now developed a plug-and-play replacement to that Foxborough probe. So if you have any issues sourcing one, or if you have any problem with your probe, please give us a call. We'd be happy to quote you on our plug-and-play replacement and keep your system running the way that you expect it to. And really, that probe just falls into the same category of reverse engineering that we do for a variety of parts on this tool. As being the experts with this tool, when parts are discontinued, we figure out how to replace them for you. We've done that with the upright positioner in the back of this tool, the RSP that orients the cassette at the end of the process cycle. We've done that for the motor controller that controls the brushless motor in the system. And as you can see, we've done that for the main system controller. Our controller is a plug-and-play direct replacement to the old 101 controllers. I actually have an example of that right next to us here, where I have, oh, I knocked something off the top. I have an old system here with the older 101 controllers. Our controller is a plug-and-play replacement to this, where you get all the benefits of a new system, but the cost savings of a refurbished one. Okay? So now that we've finished the process cycle and the rotors are uprighted, you see that the light goes to blue. This lets us know that the process is complete. When I open the chamber, we'll go back to yellow, showing that we're in idle. I'm feeling the nitrogen blowing in, it's purging in warm. And I pull out our cassette and substrates, and everything is dry and ready for the next step in your manufacturing process. Pulling open the bottom chamber, the nitrogen is purging in hot, and the cassette and substrates are warm and dry, ready for the next step in your manufacturing process. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view our inspection for today. Again, my name is Daniel, and I filmed this video for Sitek Process Solutions. If you'd like to learn more about our products and offerings, please visit our website, www.sitekprocess.com, or give us a call, 916-797-9000, and to reach me directly, dial extension 2201. Thanks again, and have a great day.